Here. Joining me are attorneys Ed Garland and Lawrence Zimmerman. Gentlemen, thanks very much. So you hear the charge of murder. Ed, I'll start with you. You surprised by that?
There's no basis for a murder charge here. You don't prosecute someone for accidents or negligence or mistakes. And there's nothing that I've seen that would show that this man knew he was leaving his child in the car. No crime.
At this point, we're not getting a lot of information. Let's just be real transparent about this. We're not getting a lot of details, as Devin said, from the police. They're being, a little cagey about what they're telling the media at this point. I'm sure they have good reasons for that. Lawrence, let me just turn to you. So when you hear charge of murder and something that we focus in on here in the newsroom, and that is in the charge, the word willful is used in that charge. Is that just sort of semantics that goes along with a charge, or does that give us some indication that we should in fact interpret this as having been something done on purpose, that it was not an accident?
Well, anytime anyone's ever arrested, you can't interpret something as semantics. This man is behind bars and they're saying it's willful. You would think the police have some information that led them to believe he did this on purpose, and that's why they've arrested him. Now, I don't know about cruelty in children in the first degree, and like you said, we don't have information, but it sounds like it may be cruelty in the second degree, possibly, if at all, because it's sort of criminal negligence. There still has to be an element of knowledge as well.
Because I'm talking to attorneys here, we have to parse words. So is willful intent done on purpose, is that the same as not an accident?
You have to have an act that you're doing that you know would endanger. You couldn't do such an act if you forgot your child was in the car.
Right. All right.
So the key thing here will be, can the police prove that he knew he was leaving his child in the car? Then, of course, if he knew that and leaving the child in a hot car, then you would have the element of a deliberate act.
But the big question is, how do you prove that?
Well, right.
Right.
People forget. There's all kinds of accidents that happen.
We have very little time left, but I'm going to have to ask you, I realize you're both defense attorneys, but I have you both here and you're standing across from each other, so let's kind of, if you will, indulge me just a little bit. Ed, if you are defending this case on behalf of the father, how would you go about it? He's charged with murder.
If they even could find a prosecutor as good as Lawrence to prosecute this case, I would simply say, no crime, Lawrence. You shouldn't proceed with this prosecution. There is no evidence to establish that this man knew in a backward-facing car seat that he had left his child. We live in a busy society. People go on automatic. You'd have to have something that shows that he knew. Lawrence, don't prosecute this case.
And Lawrence, how do you come back with your prosecution?
Listen, because I'm not privy to all the facts, Vic Reynolds is a great district attorney in Cobb County. I'm confident he's investigating and he'll make the right charging decisions. If there are facts there that merit a murder prosecution, he will do that. But we don't know what the police know right now. Yeah. So we're sort of working without that information, but you would suspect and believe that he would do the right thing. If he has that information, he's going to prosecute under the charges he believes are correct and fair and just.
Yeah, the charge is murder. The key word in that charge, willful. And yet we still have much more to learn of this case. What the police know, at some point we will discover that as well. Gentlemen, thank you so very much. Appreciate you spending this time with us.
Nice to be here.